Ah, hello? Hello? Alright, what the? No. One moment. I saw what looked like a crack on the screen of my phone. It was just a cat hair. Okay, good. Alright, so, hello everyone, and welcome to the beginning of my Sunday Sherlock Holmes playthroughs. So, I'm gonna be, well, is my mic louder than it's supposed to be? Hey, Crub. My mic might be a little louder than it's supposed to be. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Let me... Alright. This will be fun. Doo-doo. Yeah, Crub. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to check my mixer setting. I did move my entire computer setup recently, so everything was unplugged and moved at one point. Where's my... No, not the mixer. Sound settings. Here we go. Let's go. Device properties. It's way down. Hello. Okay. Is that a bit better? Is that not quite as blaringly loud, Crub? Because if it's still a little too loud, I'll take it down a little bit more. Yes? Maybe? I'll put it there. Hopefully that's not too bad. That's good? Yes, maybe? And... Ba-doop-ba-doop-bop. There we go. So... Yes? Everything's good now? Oh, why does the stream look like it's frozen? Hello, Infected Storm. How's it going? Okay. Alright, oh boy. This game is a bit older, so it's running at a wonderfully horrible resolution. Chill there. What about here? It's pretty chill here too. Oh, come on. Other than fighting with my windows. Okay, Alright, let me... There, okay. Hopefully this will all be working now. Okay, okay, the OBS preview window is still showing that I have my Steam overlay up, but I don't. So is that accurate? Can someone in chat let me know? Can you see? Because I should be on the main menu for the game, not with the Steam overlay up. But I'm seeing the Steam overlay in the preview window. This game is old. We'll see if it'll actually run or not. I ran it. I played a little bit of it. It ran on my computer fine, but I'm wondering if OBS is gonna love it. Yeah, it froze. Great. Wonderful. Let's exit the game and restart the game. That will fix it, hopefully. Alright. Hey, Brittany. Yes, I'm breaking things. Okay, don't break. Don't break. Don't break again. Alright. So now, you should be seeing the main menu. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Why for it chug now? In fact, that I seem to stream very late like Al. I did move my streams to later in the evening. It's 4 p.m. roughly, 5 after my time. I did that because when I was streaming earlier, I didn't seem to be getting as many viewers, but also that schedule was based on an old work schedule that I no longer have. So I moved them a little bit later, stream it later. And my stream schedule is kind of... I like to keep it a little more fluid, so if this doesn't seem to be working, I can always change it again. I'm also thinking about adding some more days to my stream schedule, and the big surprise, well, it's not really a surprise, but I do have a webcam on the way, so eventually I'll be adding my pretty or horrible face, depending on what you think. Okay, so, game, why for you chug now, game? Uh-oh. Now the game doesn't want to... Oh, boy. It's 5 minutes into the morning for you, infected. Oh, okay. Hello, night paper. Well, I'm going to... Okay. There's a little bit of lag on my mouse, but that might just be because... So let's hit new game, find out. If the game lags, we can always... Ooh.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please let me thank you one more time for your help in solving the case of the Turkish medallion. I'm sure that if the story could go public, the whole country would be as grateful as I am to you. As you may have surmised, I have a very urgent and confidential matter which requires your immediate assistance. You probably are aware that we are going to celebrate the birthday of a very important person, a member of the government. I can't mention their name in this letter for obvious reasons. The most famous and accomplished artists were selected and invited to perform. We are confident about their reputations.
Yeah, the frame rate is definitely
we have concerns about one
great.
Performer in particular, a young Italian diva, Gallia, as there are certain rumours circulating about her. She has also provoked great acclaim in every European capital where she has appeared. We want to include her in this gala event, but have reservations about her reputation. She is, as fortune would have it, in London for another engagement. Sir Bromsby has invited her to perform during a reception to commemorate the return of his daughter to England. Due to reasons of politics and security, I can't attend the reception myself. Apart from yourself, I do not know anyone else I would be able to complete a mission of such importance. Together with this letter, I am sending 2 invitations, as I assumed your eminent colleague, Dr. Watson, would be accompanying you. A cab will arrive at 221B Baker Street at 8 p.m. to take you to Sherringford Hall. Even though I know that the prospect of attending a private concert given by perhaps the best voice in Europe is very attractive for a music lover like yourself, please allow nothing to distract you from this important mission.
Yes, infected.
Lord Cavendish.
This game's age shows.
How can we refuse a mission of such importance? Appearances to the contrary, I believe that the future of the nation can depend on our presence. Are you with me?
If the future of the nation depends upon our presence, Holmes, then you can count on me.
Okay, if after the cutscene the frame rate doesn't get better, I'll see if I can't fix it.
Please come right in. According to the request of Lord Cavendish Smith, during the dinner you'll be seated together.
Ooh, fancy.
What do you know about Sir Bromsby, Holmes?
I have never met the man, and I do not follow what is written in the newspapers. However, I can tell you that Sir Bromsby is a man of approximately 50 years old, tall in stature. He is impulsive and may be prone to violent outbursts. He is of low birth, has few intimate friends, and does not like women. He must be a very aggressive businessman who would not hesitate to go beyond the law if it served his purposes. I'd like to add that today he is going to make a very important declaration concerning his business.
No worries, Crab.
And you,
have
Watson,
fun.
What have you heard about him?
Well, I doubt that I would be able to give as detailed a description as you have just recited. Holmes, how can you say you do not know the man and give such an account?
Watson, you know my methods. Look at the stage and the stand near the fireplace. It is obvious that they are prepared for a very tall man. I see the hostess and servants anxiously glancing in the direction of a door from which their employer must enter. Their expressions go beyond nerves and suggest
Oh,
fear.
yes, their
Only a
expressions
violent
tell
and
us so
unpredictable
much.
man can cause such anguish. Now look at the guests. The men present at this party are mainly composed of military officers and rich entrepreneurs. All of them are in their 50s and are clearly business associates, so I decided that he is of their age. Furthermore, to have risen as rapidly as he has in this society, Sir Bromsby would have to be a very ruthless and intelligent businessman. The women present reveal much. Beautiful women and young girls, all neatly but rather cheaply dressed. Watson, look more carefully. There are no chaperones. No ladies would appear in public without suitable escort, I assure you. They stare at the youngest gentleman to find a convenient
This isn't as good as the...
cavalier
Oh,
and
come
cluck like
now.
chickens at the smallest idiocy.
If you squint
In
your
short,
eyes, it
a
looks
man
about
who'd
the
invite
same.
only business
No?
associates and women of the lower classes to the birthday party of his only child must have few friends, rather poor taste in women, and little regard for his daughter. Another item of note, but not the least, observe that group of men speaking very quickly. It's a group of reporters armed with their notebooks gathered together now that the time of the address is coming. These are not the society reporters for the Times sent to cover a gala birthday party. These are the regular reporters who had come only to gain news about the future of the Bromsby Empire. I will conclude by saying that no man, except a lunatic, would accept such an arrangement of tables and furniture.
What the...
Look quickly, Watson. I hear applause. Sir Bromsby is coming.
Who put those tables like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you all for attending this special reception. In fact, this moment is a turning point for many people.
Oh!
Watson, quick! Tell Miss Lambert not to allow anyone to leave and to send a man for the police immediately.
Sherlock, the posh British crack addict. Yeah. Paper, this game is more shitty than what you just made in the toilet. Well, thank you for sharing, Paper. Oh, yeah, there's still a little bit of a lag here. Alright. Is there a save? Yeah, there is a save. Cool. Okay, let's save. Oh, my. I'll choose that one. Because why not? Is that it? I'm done? I did it? Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game, see if I can get the stutter to go away. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Frogwares. See, it was running smoothly before. Oh, that's not terrible, I suppose. Alright, let me... Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know what the stutter's about. If it's... Get my way. Also because of the resolution difference. I am using OBS infected. There we go. Now it's smooth. That's better. There. Oh, boy. Alright. Haha! Much better. Well, who's this?
Excuse me, if I may. I am Sherlock Holmes.
Is that too quiet or not cool? Oh, yeah. I am Sherlock
What
Holmes.
do you wish to know?
Your presence
I
here.
must ask, who are you?
Oh, great. It froze the stream again.
I'm the doctor from the village near the hall.
Alright.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Never mind.
Game. You are killing me with this. Froze again, yeah. Well, this is certainly a preposterous thing. Let me exit the game one more time. Alright, we may not be playing this game after all. No, I'm not gonna give up quite that easy. Let me do two things real quick. Okay. So... In fact, this is like trying to get James Bond Firehawk game to work on the PC. Oh, alright. Okay. It looks like you guys can see everything. Hey, there we go. Old games on newer systems. Alright. It looks like to me that you guys can see everything just fine. Ooh, I'm moving the little pipe around. Woo, yeah. Oh. Oh, what's this? What did I just find on the floor here? Oh, and I'm going to do a terrible, shitty British accent every now and again. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Do I have an inventory? Is it I? No. Does it click on me? No. No. Holmes, where are you going? Alright, let's talk to this man some more.
Excuse me if I may. I am Sherlock
This is smooth. Paper notes, not.
What do you wish to know?
Alright. Let me know if you need me to up the speech audio. It does sound a little low. I might have turned it down a little too much.
I must ask, who are you?
I love the framing of this too. Let's just look at his nose and mustache, and then his feet sink into the floor a bit.
Doctor from the village near the hall.
The doctor. Oh, okay. So Bromsby?
Is he still breathing?
He died instantly.
Oh no.
I must ask,
Oh no. I want to ask about the bullet.
where is the...
It's still in the body. I must obtain police authorization to extract
Smooth as butter. In fact, no worries. I'm British, and these London accents are horrible. Yeah, I don't remember where Frogwares is. I don't think they're native English speaking at where their studio is, but I could be completely wrong.
Thanks, Doctor.
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, I'm actually going to turn up the... Oh yeah, crank the dialogue way down. Let's turn this up a bit. Effects. Yeah, I don't really care about the music though. Doop. And I'm going to save so I don't have to have that conversation again. Alright. And this gentleman. Let's go talk to him.
Good day. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Would you mind if I
Prob,
asked
they're
several
Ukrainian
questions?
developer, if Wikipedia is correct. Ah, yes, thank you.
If it helps you.
What is with the framing? Let's just look at everyone's nose and mouth. We're covering their eyes with the framing to protect them. Shot.
Did you notice anything peculiar at the time of the shooting?
I jumped up, and then I looked in the direction of the shot. There, I saw that little flirt. I mean, Miss Bromsby.
Oh.
She seemed to be placing something in her handbag amid a cloud of smoke. Then she rushed to the stage. I must say, her sudden inheritance should be a fine present for her birthday.
Crap, they've been making Sherlock games for like 20 years. Yes, actually, the reason I'm playing this is I bought their bundle on Steam during that last summer sale, and this was the first one in the bundle, so... your presents,
What
yeah.
precisely was your
Oh, I like this better.
relationship with the victim?
We were partners with the old scoundrel. I'm sorry, Sir Bromsby.
Oh.
He personally invited
The
me.
old
He gave
scoundrel.
me every assurance there would be plenty of fresh meat, if you take my meaning.
Oh!
Well, there
Wow.
was, but some of it was quite cold.
My God. Wow, that whole conversation right there.
Were you an associate of the victim?
Yes, he seems so much bigger when he's lying down rather than standing.
Okay. Goodbye.
Well, thank you very much.
It is nothing, dear fellow.
Wow. Okay. And wherever I want to go, I need to click. So let's go this way. To the next scene. Is there anyone through this door? A hallway. Ooh, what's through this door?
There is a greasy substance on the door handle. Seems to be a sauce?
A sauce. Ah, I found the young Mrs. handbag. Nope. Okay. Hello, what are you cleaning? Are you cleaning up evidence?
Excuse me, but Would you be Mary?
What do you want, mister?
What's happened here, on this carpet?
An idiot from Hertford's turned over the fowl. Sir Bromsby passed by without even taking notice. It did seem his mind was elsewhere these days. Of course, it was probably because of Miss Lavinia's homecoming.
Ah.
Did
Passage?
you observe anyone pass this way after the shot was fired?
No one's come this way, not from the moment I returned after emptying my bucket, and the whole while I've been cleaning. I only saw Scott, who was in the ballroom. He half opened the door to tell me the news.
Ah. That's a Bromsby.
What do you think of your employer?
He could be the very devil at times, but not the worst. If you had just known my father. And then the master was so generous with our wages.
Infected, have I played the more recent Sherlock games? Also, if your spelling is terrible right now, you're actually tired. No worried about spelling. No, actually, part of the reason I'm doing this is I did want to play some of the newer ones, and I thought, well, let's not go back. Let's go back, start at the beginning. We'll play our way up through. So every Sunday until I get done doing it, I'm going to be playing through all of the Frogwares Sherlock games until we get up to the most recent. And by then, the new one that they've announced should actually be out, because there's a new one coming out, I think, next year. I'm not sure about it. I haven't looked too much into it, but there is a new one that's coming that looks like it's going to be kind of a reboot of the Sherlock franchise from Frogwares. Paper, oh my gosh, it's shitty Sims game. It actually kind of looks like The Sims 2, doesn't it? The shot.
Did you hear the shot?
Of course, I heard everything. But I didn't stop my work.
Oh, that's a...
Imagine that someone else had been killed and not my master. Oh, he would have given me a good talking to.
That is admirable, I'm going to say.
Thank you, Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
Alright, let's go back. I want to pick up that handbag that the young miss dropped. Aha. I'm not quite sure how to access my inventory.
I
Ooh.
need something.
You need something?
I need...
What? Oh. Okay. We go through this door.
This room was rarely used. Everything else is in order.
Ah. So in other words, I don't need to be here. Ooh, what's this, though? Brittany, you never even heard of these games? No, they've...
A textbook to study French.
Oh. I see. Is this... Oh, that's the back out button. Cool. They're not huge AAA games, Brittany, so they don't get a ton of publicity. In fact, Benedict Cumberbatch should voice act. Oh, could you imagine if they made a Sherlock game and they had the cast of that series as the voice cast? You there?
You do not seem the least bit alarmed.
In India, I became quite familiar with the sound of gunshots. Therefore, their sudden occurrence does not alarm me as they would a woman or certain officers in attendance.
Your presence?
Could you explain your presence at this reception?
Bromsby sent me 2 invitations for myself and the wife. My wife has fainted due to the shock of these events. I do hope her condition will last a good while longer, so that I may toss off several glasses of this excellent sherry.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why didn't you intervene?
It would have been of no use. Whoever he is, the man who did this is either a perfect shot or extremely lucky, because old Bromsby had no chance at all.
All right.
Very well. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Ooh, okay, let's go back over here real quick. What's through this door, then? Ah, the dining hall. Ooh, there's a thing on the table. I don't know where all these things are going, but I'm picking them all up. What? Actually, is there... Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Let's... I clicked on this one game, but sure, I'll take that one. Oh man, how many slots are there? There's a bunch of them. Cool. And... there's no controls listed. Good, good, good. It was him! Infected. It's possible. I won't know. Okay, I can't... Oh, here we go. So, can I get to the other side of the table? Ah, here she is. Hello. Oh, cutscene. Oh, proper gentleman, yes.
Please, sir, I have nothing to tell you. Everyone stands ready to accuse me of this foul deed. I have done nothing. I have only seen my father die before my very eyes on day of my majority.
Uh-oh, who's this now?
This young lady tells the truth. I can attest to her every move since she first appeared in the doorway. Beg your pardon for speaking so boldly, miss.
Who is he? Paper, I should play Call of Cthulhu.
Where were you
maybe.
at the moment of the shooting?
I was near the bar speaking with Colonel Patterson. Everybody started applauding and turning towards the stage. I turned to look through the crowd.
And what
Did you notice anything in particular?
When one of the doors opened, I did see a person hidden from the other's view. A beautiful young lady stood just at the threshold. I felt somewhat ashamed for staring at her so intensely, but her considerable charms captured my full attention until the dreadful shooting took place.
Infected, oh, they be ducking. Yeah, no. I'm thinking, yes, he is her lover. Because, yeah.
Are you sure it was Miss Bromsby?
Yes, Colonel Patterson was next to me and can confirm what I saw. It seems to me that no one else was near us at that precise moment.
And your presence?
What is your reason for being here?
I owe it to Colonel Patterson. We met each other several days ago at his club. He kindly persuaded me to accompany him.
All right. Ah, this must be the colonel who's clipping into his table.
That shot was dreadful, wasn't it?
It's neither the first nor probably the last I shall hear in my life. Tell me, young man, are you a barman or not? Because I'm dying from thirst.
I am not the barman.
How long have you known Lieutenant Harrington?
We met at my officers' club several days ago. A brave boy, you can believe me. What could be better than to invite him to be my guest at this reception, where he could make many fair acquaintances?
Paper, you gave me something on Discord. Okay, thanks. And then infected, goddamn, canoodling?
Where were you precisely when the tragedy occurred?
We had been standing at the bar until the shot rang out, and I personally remained at the bar after it.
Did you happen to notice Miss Bromsby at that moment?
Impossible. My eyesight is so deucedly poor that I would not even notice if a fly fell into my whiskey.
Oh, well.
Really?
Yes, damn shame. But I have a fine ear. I can offer much when the questions are about sounds. I can tell you that from all the applause, that old Bromsby had arrived and entered from my right. For the sound to have carried so well, the crowd must have been parted in that direction. I will add that if Lieutenant Harrington says that he saw a flea dancing with a fly in this place, you can take it on trust.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you recall?
Well, hold on a moment. I do have a scoop for your tabloid.
Ah.
I can assure you that Bromsby was killed with a right revolver of small caliber.
Ah.
Thank you for this information, sir.
Indeed.
Colonel to you.
Okay, Colonel. Let's go talk to this guy.
Excuse me, could you answer some questions?
Oh my goodness. Infected. That was 8 bits. Oh my goodness, 8 whole bits. Oh, the shock face of bits. thank you, Infected, very much. Much appreciated.
You're quite welcome.
What?
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby? I mean, as an employer.
Troublesome and bad-tempered, but he paid well.
Your presence?
Are you personally at the service of the Bromsby family?
Yes, there are 5 of us who serve in the Sherringford Hall. There are Mary and Sue, the maids, Carl, our chef, Lamb, Sir Bromsby's coachman, and myself. All the rest were brought in just for the reception.
And where are the rest of the staff?
Mary is cleaning downstairs. Sue went to comfort some little goose who had been crying bitterly. It's rather
Little
odd because
goose?
it seemed to me she started crying before Sir Bromsby was shot.
Interesting. Oh, Infected Storm redeemed emote party. Everyone. Alright, emote party, for those of you that aren't familiar, just means go ahead and just spam some emotes for a minute or so. You can only do 35 per message, so don't go crazy in one message, but hey, share some of those emotes. And another 9 bits from Infected. Thank you, Infected. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And the coachman?
Lamb is at the main gate. Miss Lambert gave him specific instructions to throw out any reporters and ensure they do not re-enter the hall. However, it would not be good if he finds you've been asking questions here. Tell me, will my name appear in the newspaper?
The shot.
Where were you at the moment this tragedy occurred?
Where were
Like all
you?
the servants, I was in the ballroom. 'Twas the special orders of the old crab. In my opinion, it was done in particular to have more people there to applaud him. Cunning old bird, wasn't he?
Oh, Brittany with those green ghosties and the happy bee, and Infected with sass meter at maximum. Oh, and some, oh my. That's twist? Moist and a booty in purple pants. Oh my goodness. Alright, goodbye.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, sir.
Yes, yes, alright.
It is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined everything.
Fair enough. Okay, so I really would like to know where. Oh, Brittany with some happy faces and Infected Storm with some goo goo bars. Oh yes, some goo goo bars.
The
Careful.
handle is twisted down.
Interesting.
It smells of gunpowder.
Ah, the shot came from this room. Is that what I think it is? The murder weapon?
This
no.
black cloth is large enough to conceal a person.
Oh, someone was hiding in this corner. Interesting. With this armor.
Handsome armor.
Okay. What's on the other end of this? A mirror?
Look, what's this?
What is it?
Look, what's this?
What am I looking at? Oh. Oh! This is how I... it's right click. Alright, let's see. Magnifying glass. Look, what's this? Hairs.
Black hair.
Oh. I don't know if it means anything. I have a tape measure and a test tube. Okay. Oops. And, oh, a note. Let's read this note real quick. Oi. Oi! I want to read the note. I can't read the note? Why can't I read the note?
A small caliber pistol. A right model.
There's a pistol in her handbag. Ooh, that's not good for her. Let's see. Black hairs. The passport of Lavinia Bromsby. It's the night infected, yes. was the night. Alright, so...
Train and ship tickets from Geneva to London.
Interesting. And then the gun. The guest list.
This is a woman's handwriting. What do all these annotations mean? A calling card, written in French.
Ah! Oh, that was this
The
note.
first handwriting is small and elegant. The second is hurried and forceful.
Infected. A black-haired knight equals Smexy Knight. Ooh. Hey, Sue. Welcome to the stream. This is like those old Nancy Drew games. I've never played those. I'll take your word for it. Yes, we are going old school Sherlock Holmes game today. Okay, and then I have my my tape measure magnifying glass. All right. Excellent.
It is not the time to join.
All right. We're not going to join Watson. That's okay. What's in this room, then? Ah, the kitchen. Oh, well.
This is diabolically heavy.
Okay. Good to know, Holmes. Let's see. What's over here? Oh, there's a person over there I can go talk to. A shelf. I'll
Nothing
look.
of any interest here.
All right, good enough. Let's walk back this way so we can talk to the cook. Over here, Holmes. Oh. What the? His feet.
May I help you?
The lid of your dustbin is quite heavy.
It makes some noise, doesn't it? At least we know when somebody closes it. I was in the cellar, and I heard the lid closing a little before that, what you said was the shot. I heard it again right after, but that surely must have been Mary, our maid.
Hello? Are you aware of what has just happened?
Yes, it seems that our master has got himself killed. Scott told me that much. On his daughter's birthday. And all these nice dishes. It took me so long to prepare them. What a disaster.
Infected. When something is so heavy, it's evil. Aha.
How would you describe Sir Bromsby?
Well, as an employer, he was not easily satisfied, always insisting on some Indian or French dish. That old fowlet put it into Sir Bromsby's head that this Frenchman prepare better meals than the English. He would have had my master eating frogs stuffed with snails if he could.
I don't think that's actually a French dish.
A Frenchman?
Yes, a squint-eyed Frenchman. That must be done like this, and this must be placed like that. Well, he may well be a connoisseur of fine cuisine and service, but of everything else, Miss Lambert dared not even contradict him about the tablecloth's colour, though Bromsby hated white and insisted on blue to match the colour of the daughter's eyes. And look how he placed the tables in the ballroom. I have never seen tables arranged in such a manner.
Oh, that is kind of weird. Infected, these are AC1 camera angles. Yeah, these are interesting camera angles. Also, it's kind of hard to see with the text up here, but I love the fact that his feet are showing through here. Right there. So, whatever they did here to have the artwork over top the character model, they didn't include it far enough down here, so he's clipping.
You say it was Mary, the housemaid. How can you be sure?
The first time I saw her with my own eyes, when she came to empty the rubbish. She cautioned me not to fall asleep in the storeroom. She always has something amusing to say. The second time, I didn't see her. I only heard the lid close.
So, this dude seems to hate the French. Oh, I'm imagining that being an English chef and some Frenchman coming in and telling him how to run his kitchen probably didn't sit very well with him.
I will let you get back to your work.
All right. Good night, sir.
Not that that should be an excuse, of course. Oh, my. Go on, Holmes. Yes, walk out of that scene, would you? Can I investigate inside this rubbish bin?
This is diabolically heavy.
If I use my magnifying glass on it? No? No. Okay. Well, let's go talk to Mary again and ask her if she came in here twice. So they could have mashed their culinary skills together to make some bomb-ass food. Tisk tisk. Yes,
There's
although...
a greasy substance on the door handle. Seems to be a sauce?
Sauce? Can I not? I guess I cannot. Alright. Is this... This is that sitting room? Oh, it's a different sitting room. Okay. Oh, what do we have here?
I need something.
I need something. Test tube?
I need something.
Magnifying glass. Oh. Not the magnifying glass, then. Well, what could it be that I need? Oops. No. There we go. I just have to get out of the conversation. Ah.
Curious, this flaky ash does not come from this cigar.
Ooh, interesting. So someone else was smoking in here, but they didn't leave the stub of what it was. Anything else to look at here? I don't think so. Is there more to this room? Ah, there's a... Oh, there's a chamber pot. Oh. Ah, what's
Look,
this?
what's this?
What is this? Oops. Scissors.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Aha! Someone was grooming themselves in here. How dare
Red,
they?
greasy hair.
Red greasy hair now. Whose red greasy hair could it be? Alright. Where is it? It's right. Oh, it's a tiny little thing. Holmes? Alright, here we go. Ah, and this door. Where does this door lead? Behind this red curtain. Ah, simply out. Good. Oh, what is this?
I need something.
What have I found here? A small box with white powder. Oops. What are you? Okay, we can't look at it right now. That's fine. Ah, yes, I was going to look at this earlier.
I need something. I need something.
Not your magnifying glass? Really, Holmes? The test tube.
There's dust. Excellent.
Ah, I have found dust. Ha! I shall crack the case with this dust. Also, I love the fact that he's taller than the doorways when he walks up to them. Hello, Mary.
Any more questions?
Yes.
Did you go to the well during the reception?
Yes, I went there once to empty my bucket. But that was before the dreadful shooting happened.
Only once?
I told you, only the one time. I even called out to that lout Carl not to fall asleep. Oh, he spends his time drinking in the storeroom, and I often find him asleep there. Oh, but please, sir, you won't mention any of that to Miss Lambert, will you?
French.
And the Frenchman, how could you describe him?
He's a sly one. He's also cross-eyed. Oh, but most handsome and very talkative. Ask Miss Lambert. She's quite keen on him.
Oh-ho.
Thank you, Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
Ah, so it wasn't her the second time. Oh. So, wait, actually, go over here, Holmes. What's this?
Blue tablecloths, yet they are shorter than the white ones used in the ballroom.
But what does it mean? I imagine it means nothing.
Blue table.
All right. He sounds so excited that he found those. Infected, you should check everyone for gunpowder residue, as it was an old revolver used, so it would have a very big trace on whatever it was wearing. It's a good point. Unfortunately, all I can do is talk with him at the... Well, actually, let me see here. What if I magnifying glass Mary? Will I magnifying glass her, or will I talk to her?
Any more questions?
Oh, yeah. It looks like... I can only talk
Thank
to
you.
them.
Not to worry, sir.
Alright. Through this door, then. It is a good idea, though, Infected. I like your way of thinking. Alright, madam. I found a revolver in your handbag. What do you have to say about that?
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
I should reveal one of my hints.
Ah, yes. Where's the hand? Do I still... Oops. Oh! Sure. Where are you going, Holmes?
Miss, this revolver, is it yours?
Oh, dear God.
The gun.
Why would you require a pistol?
My father gave it to me shortly after I arrived. Dear God. What will the police make of this? I swear I did not kill my father. No.
Infected, not realistic enough. Oh, yes, well. So, you think it was Colonel Mustard in the library at the Candlestick. Ha!
But why would
Good
he press
guess.
you to carry a pistol?
He seemed most anxious for my safety and his own. He told me that he would explain everything to me later, after the reception.
Oh. Help.
Miss, with your consent, I can investigate this matter.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Grimble has explained to me who you are and what you do. I would be eternally grateful if you could find out who killed my father.
That's all right.
Goodbye.
I must leave you now. Be strong, miss.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
And who are you? I haven't talked to... Wait, this guy. We'll talk to him. Holmes?
Let me introduce myself. I am Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, the infamous detective. We are heaven blessed by your presence. I am afraid I am still in shock.
Tell us what you saw.
I was behind Sir Bromsby when it all happened. I am sorry, but as such I could not see anything of interest. But I am convinced that Miss Lavinia had nothing to do with it.
Oh? And why are you convinced of that?
Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
Oh, I forget myself. We haven't been properly introduced. I am Herman Grimble, advisor to the late Sir Melvyn Bromsby and minority shareholder of Bromsby Enterprises.
Uh-huh. Infected, where is Mycroft when you need him? Yes, where indeed? Murder.
So you knew Sir Bromsby well, then?
What a sad end for such a great man. We first met in India several years ago. That would have been before the birth of Miss Lavinia. We have been business associates and friends ever since that moment.
Okay.
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby?
Hey there, Rabbit Saucer. Welcome to the stream.
He was a man with strong character that at times seemed excessive. He was unyielding, but he was a good man.
Sue, you feel like it's him, but then again, it's never the first person you suspect. Yes, I don't know.
Have you any knowledge about the succession of his business interests?
I believe that Sir Bromsby had drawn up his will with his attorney and friend, Horace Fowlett. When it is read, we will know more about the specifics. But I can assure you that nothing therein would threaten Bromsby enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
And where is this Mr. Fowlett?
He must have been here, because he would have most certainly been invited. Although he is hardly a person of high society. Where could he be, I wonder?
Indeed.
Did Sir Bromsby have any enemies?
Oh, there are always those who envy a man who is successful in business. But to say that Sir Bromsby had enemies? No, I cannot think of anyone who would desire his death.
Other than you?
According to many witnesses, Sir Bromsby seemed anxious.
Well, he really was a little worried these days, but it was most certainly due to the strains associated with the reception, ensuring a good time for his guests and the happiness of his daughter. They have not seen each other in 6 years. Perhaps he could not see her in the room.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
Good. I like this stained glass. Alright, now where does this door take me? Ah, back into the hall. Alright, let's see. Infected storm. A little pride there. Some couple of Union Jacks and a smiling, crying, happy face.
What, more questions?
Are you enjoying these wonderful British accents?
Well, thank you very
It is...
Yes, yes, yes. And then to talk to you again, dear fellow.
Sir?
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
Never mind. Yes, never mind. Let's go this way. There must be something around the corner here. Okay. Ooh, let's talk to this guy. He would have had a view of the whole room. There we go.
I would like to ask you several questions, if you don't mind.
If I can be of help, sir?
What were you doing when the tragedy happened?
I was serving those two gentlemen. As I was occupied, I saw nothing.
Your presence.
Are you one of the household staff?
No, I was sent by the Hartford agency to serve at the reception.
Very good.
All right. You may take your leave.
Good evening, sir.
Infected. Haha, dirty Londoner, go tiptoe. I want to talk with this young man again.
Were you at that precise spot at the moment of the murder?
Indeed, I was standing just there. I could easily see the door because there were so few people in front of me.
What did you do right after the shot was fired?
I left the room as did almost everyone. I must leave now and make my excuses to Miss Lavinia for my behaviour, don't you think?
Thank you for your help.
It was not a problem.
Now
It
can
is
I?
not the time.
All right, I can't go talk to Watson yet. What more is there to investigate? Can I use my magnifying glass on? No, I can't. Ooh. Can I? Whoa! Infected! Oh my goodness! 83 little happy smiley heart bits! Oh, thank you, Infected. Very much appreciated. Very much indeed. Alright, so... what else do I need to invest? Wait. What is this?
Look, what's this?
That's what I just asked. What is this? A piece of dirty white clothes. Well then. What could it be, I wonder? No? Alright. So someone was standing here and a piece of cloth got ripped off, it seems?
I am listening.
Nope.
Very
My
I have nothing else to ask you, thanks. Let's go back to the kitchen. Which was this way? No. No. No, 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 no. Was over here through this door, I think. Oh. Then where was the kitchen? Let me ask her about her passport.
I beg you, give me some time to recover my senses.
Alright.
I
Whoa!
beg you.
Didn't mean to talk to you again. I'm trying to... There we go. Footfalls. I'm trying to walk. Thank you. Does look like a nice dinner. Too bad it won't be enjoyed. Okay. Let's back out into the hole. This is back to... here. Can I go upstairs?
nothing of any interest here. Nothing of any...
I can't go upstairs, okay. Alright, where was the kitchen again? Okay, this was the sitting room, so that's right. It's this door, I think. Or it's the one through here. Okay, this is that sitting room. This door. Yes? Ha! Alright. So I want to talk to this guy again, because I want to ask him... You. Paper.
Yes?
Oh.
The lid of your...
It makes some noise.
I will
Alright.
let...
All right.
Okay, I can't ask him about... What's wrong, Paper? Let's see, if I... magnifying glass this, will it do it show me anything different?
This is diabolically heavy.
Apparently not. Stool. What can I do with the stool?
I need something.
Ah. What's this? What is this then?
It is a
Brooch.
poor copy of a uniform button. The cannon insignias are hand-drawn.
Oh. Oh. And who might be missing a button on their uniform? Paper, this game is what's wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, Paper. This is a little too slow for you. It's not Modern Warfare or Call of Duty or Titanfall or whatever. Alright, let's go and inspect the uniforms on those three men. Go this way first, Holmes. Okay, so let me...
Please, sir, leave me to my sherry. I've already told you everything I know.
Grabbed the wrong... Ah, this.
Please, sir, leave me to my sherry.
No?
I've already told you everything I know.
When am I gonna stream the Titanfall campaign, Paper? Can I not put this... There we go. Probably... Oh, here's the layout of the place. Oh wow, we're gonna go all over London in this? Jeez. Okay, here's the list of my conversations. Oh, very nice. Here is my notes on what I've found so far. I will eventually paper, don't worry. And then this is the letters and the lists and everything, so I can see it all. Don't forget the vinegar and the serpent? What is the serpent? And then the map of the area. Okay, very good. Alright, well, it won't let me... Doesn't seem to want to let me look at them. Let's go down here and talk to these two.
Young man?
This button. No, this button. Oh, right.
Thank you for this information, sir.
Colonel...
Oh my goodness. Infected. 12 more. Boot more coins. 12 more happy smiley heart bits. Oh, thank you, infected.
Can I be useful to you?
Yes. This? Can you tell me about this? No, you can't.
Thank you for your help.
You seem to have all your buttons, though.
It was not a problem.
Alright.
It is not the time to join one.
How have I not examined everything yet? What more is there to look at? Let me... This way. I go towards him.
Sir?
French.
Did you know the Frenchman?
Oh, he chatters on like all the French. I do not think he came back.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, sir.
Aha. So...
It is not...
Oh, what else could there be, Holmes? Brittany, where's Watson? Fake Sherlock game. Watson is... Every time I try and leave this place, it says, it's not time to go join Watson yet. So Watson's out doing something somewhere, waiting for me to finish my investigation, apparently. Let's see...
I beg you, give me some time to recover myself.
Alright, alright. You won't talk to me. What about you?
Is there any news, Mr. Holmes?
We have found Sir Bromsby's speech. There's something quite puzzling about it.
Ah, you talk about the notes that I left for him. Sir Bromsby always improvised his speeches in public as well as in business. Nevertheless, it was still necessary to remind him about particular points. So I sometimes made notes for him on a sheet of paper. Hold on, he must have made that odd notation himself. It says something about a peasant and a snake. What could it mean?
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
Well then. What more could there be? Alright, let's review everything real quick. So there's the conversations. Alright, so in the corridor to the stairs, there's a trace of sauce on the handle of the door to the stairs. In the staircase room, it seems that the sauce found on the rags here matches what was found on the door handles. In the ballroom, the handle of the door leading to the kitchen corridor has been twisted down. And in the corridor to the kitchen, there's the smell of gunpowder. So whoever shot him, ran back into the kitchen, threw the gun down the garbage well, perhaps? That was the second bang. The villager and the serpent is what it says. Let's see. So we have the Frenchman's business card, the guest list. I'm assuming the X's mean these people ended up not coming, and then I don't know what these mean, or these. Interesting. The program inviting people, and then his letter inviting me and Watson. Okay, so there's the exit.
Here now, watch your step. If you're a reporter, they'd better be a doctor nearby, because when I get done with you, you'll need one.
Look here, my good man. I am a doctor. Dr. Watson, in fact. And believe me...
Dr. Watson? Hold on. Are you the Dr. Watson who writes about all those cases solved by Sherlock Holmes? Oh, I've read all your adventures.
Who are you?
My name is Lamb, Governor. I'm Sir Bromsby's coachman. Tell me, is he really that clever, this Sherlock Holmes?
Yes, Brittany, we found Watson.
Look sharp, Lamb. Sherlock Holmes and I require your able assistance.
No doubt.
Stand firm at the private entrance and make sure no one enters or leaves until Holmes or myself returns.
My pleasure, Dr. Watson. You tell Mr. Holmes that if anybody even steps on the lawn, they'll have to deal with Lamb. And I can tell you, there are few bold enough to dare my fists.
This door is blocked.
That gate is the only way in or out of here, Dr. Watson. I've already secured the other door on orders of Miss Lambert to avoid them nosy reporters. If anyone tries to make a break through the garden, they won't get past me.
Good.
I leave you, Lamb.
Right, I'll stand guard.
Excellent.
I shall wait here for the constables to arrive.
So we have some people to interview.
Hello. Please excuse me. I'm investigating the murder that has just happened.
Oh, yes. Well, that is good. What would you like to know?
The shot.
Where were you at the moment when Sir Bromsby was killed?
I was near the stage, and I saw him falling. Oh, my goodness. It was terrifying. I ran for the door, but despite all my efforts, it was blocked.
But your costume is torn. How did this happen?
When I was trying to open the door, the crowd dragged me away. I then fell to the floor. I fortunately suffered no harm, but when I arose, my beautiful costume was ripped and stained.
Well, I won't disturb you anymore.
Yes, no, fine, thanks.
Excuse me, may I speak with you?
Yeah, your servant, sir.
Are you one of the domestics employed by the hall?
No, I am the personal servant to old Satterthwaite. He is there, sitting on that bench. He seems right enough, but he refused a small drink for his health. Surely he cannot be well.
Oh, surely.
Tell me, what have you seen?
I heard the shot, then such a strange noise, and the next thing I know, all those money bags are running in a mad rush with their wives or whatever.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure.
Oh, yes, it was such great help.
And you, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Miss Roundtree, the niece of that banker chap. She is inconsolable, all because her admirer of a mere 3 days' acquaintance had already abandoned her. Nothing unusual about that. There is no worse-tempered female than this girl. Well, maybe other than my wife.
Whoa. Man, what is with that voice?
You heard the shot?
I just left to relieve myself there at the end of the garden, you see. Seems to me I missed a good race for the doors. Worthy of the Royal Derby.
Oh.
Well, good.
Cheers.
Wow. And you, sir.
Well, my good man, why are you here?
I am the manservant of Lieutenant Harrington. I accompanied him with the old general of the infantry, or whatever. I seem to have drunk too much.
Yes, you have.
Did you hear the shot?
What shot? Oh, the shot. Great reception, isn't it?
I have to go. Are you all right?
Very good. Bye, madam.
Madam. Really? Alright, now let's go talk to these two young ladies. Okay. Start with the...
Do you work here, miss?
Yes, my name is Sue. I am a maid for the hall.
Where were you when these tragic events took place?
I was serving when it happened. I ran straight for the door, just like the others. I swear his daughter must have done it. She's such a strange one.
Uh-huh.
Do you work?
Yes.
Alright, okay.
Thank you, miss. We may talk with you again.
Oh, I hope so.
Uh-huh.
Are you a relative of the victim?
No. In truth, I always mocked Sir Bromsby.
Oh.
I am upset because my friend did not arrive as promised.
As beautiful as she is cruel, apparently.
Interesting. Alright. Ah, then there's the woman over here by the door. Go on, Watson. Walk through. Thank you.
Miss Lambert, I have been looking for you. What a tragedy.
Simply dreadful. Can't believe what they're saying about Miss Lavinia.
Have you informed the police?
The village constable attended the reception. He left on his bicycle, I assume to inform the proper authorities. He told me that an inspector from Scotland Yard was already in the area on official business. I know nothing about the nature of his business, but I was told he should arrive soon.
Okay, interesting. The gates?
Why did you open the gates so hastily?
I was so upset. I know now it was imprudent. I should have waited until the authorities arrived, but some of those gentlemen were so loudly insistent that I yielded.
Uh-huh.
What sort of man was your employer?
Oh, he was a great man. The people of the hall considered him to be very strict, but I think it was just his way of showing a fatherly attitude. And he dreamed of this day when Miss Lavinia would return.
Okay.
You have a list of guests.
Oh, of course. I have a complete guest list for the reception. It's inside the dining room. I believe the police will have need of it. Well, nevertheless, I must first caution them to pay little heed to the notations I made regarding certain names.
Aha. What are they?
Why were these notations made?
Their purpose was to note particular seating arrangements for the meal and the recital, according to specific concerns. Those individuals whom I considered to be very important were marked with a circle.
Okay.
What about the other odd marks?
Louis-Philippe, Monsieur de la Mazardière, suggested this method of arranging the seating. He also advised me that those guests with poor eyesight and hearing should be seated so that the acoustics and lighting in their room would favour their enjoyment of the recital. So the first category was marked with a point, the second with a cross.
What do you know about this Frenchman?
He is from a noble family, but found himself forced to seek a vocation as a head waiter. He is so inspired and keenly sensitive to the details. At first, I was afraid that Sir Bromsby would take offence with his suggestions, but he had moderated his opinions regarding French culture due to the influence of his friend Horace Fowlett.
What did he do that was so extraordinary?
His assistance was invaluable. He took such concerns with every little detail. The dishes, the tablecloths, everything. He not only declined an offer of lodging here at the hall, he also deferred his wages until the end of the reception. Oh, I would be so glad if he were here now.
And where has he gone?
He had pressing business in London. In fact, he found it necessary to visit his Harley Street physician. It seems his glasses were no longer helping with his eyesight.
That conversation option, where's the Frenchie? Wow.
You have been very kind, Miss Lambert.
You are most welcome. Oh, what a tragedy.
I have questioned everyone here. I'll go see if Holmes has finished on his end.
Aha! Excellent. Alright, can I go talk to Watson now? Hoping so.
It is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined everything.
Fine. What else is there to examine? Over here, Holmes. Not seeing anything else. No, talk to this guy
Want
again.
more questions?
No.
Well,
It is nothing.
I don't think I have anything else for the doctor. Don't see anything here.
Thank you.
Right.
Is there any news, Mr.
No.
thank you very
I am at...
Unfortunately, there is no more news at this moment. Okay. Let's go... here. I want to check these side rooms again. Ha, what's this?
very interesting.
Oh, what is it? Photo of a pretty young girl.
What a pleasant picture. And this lady is wearing a very nice earring.
Really?
I need something.
Aha! A clue.
I need something.
Not this? Okay then, what? Test tube? No.
Look, what's this?
Alright. Oh. What did we find now? More white powder. So there's white powder here. There was white powder in the hallway. Interesting. The book of
A textbook to study French. A
Yeah.
text...
Yes. In the lady's room, traces of a round object preserved in white powder. In the kitchen near the dustbin, someone has lost an interesting button for an artillery uniform. However, the cannons are drawn instead of carved, thus it comes from a fake costume. Yes. And the photo of a pretty young girl, and it says, to the future great actress, with all my encouragement, Veronica Davenport? Interesting. Well. Perhaps now I have discovered and explored everything? But just to be careful and to be certain, let's check this other side room before we try and leave again. Alright.
I need something.
Oh, hello.
I need something.
So not the magnifying glass. The test tube again?
I need something.
Certainly it's the magnifying glass.
I need.
What do you need, Holmes?
I need something.
Okay. Let's see.
I need something. I need something. I need something.
Whatever it is, I don't seem to have. And these footprints lead me into this. I already found the greasy red hair in here.
Look, what's this?
Look, what's this? Okay, we've already done this, but let's do it again, I guess.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Indeed. Okay, we already got the hair from this sink.
Train and ship tickets from Geneva to London.
Yes, alright. Alright. I think that about does it for this room. Other than whatever this is on the floor. And this is the kitchen, yes? Indeed.
Nothing of any interest here.
Oh, really, Holmes?
Nothing of...
Fair enough. Right.
It is not the time to...
Really? Not the time. Blast it. Let me go over here real quick.
Nothing of any...
Okay, he's not interested in anything there.
Yes?
Huh.
You say it was Mary.
The first...
I will let you...
All right.
Nothing new from him. I can't look down the garbage well for some unknown reason. Well, I'm a bit stumped, actually.
Please, sir, leave me to my sherry.
Fine. Well. What could it be? Oh no, there's nothing here. Great. Well, I'm good and stumped. What more could there be to look into? Let's see.
Is there any news, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
I beg you, give me some time to recover my senses.
Well, shoot. Oh, fire poker. That's not important. Wait, can I go over here? Oh. Doesn't help any, though.
Any more questions?
Thank you,
No.
Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
I can't look at anything on the floor.
Blue tablecloths.
The blue tablecloths that he's so excited
Blue
about. No going upstairs. Well, this is a problem. I don't know what else to look at. Doesn't seem to be any other clues.
Handsome armor. Handsome armor.
Nah. Oh wait, there's a scuff here.
I need something. 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 I need something.
What do you bloody well need, Holmes?
I need something. I need something.
Alright, well. Didn't think I was gonna need a strategy guide or anything for this. I'm actually starting to fear I might. Okay, this is where I found her purse with the gun in it. Oh, wait. Over here, Holmes. Does this... Oh, I can't put it there to see if it matches? Well, shoot. Okay, there's the footprints in the other room that I can't interact with. And then that smudge on that door frame that I can't interact with because I need something.
I need some.
What do you need, damn it,
I
man?
need some. I need something. I need something.
Huh.
It is a size 7.
Aha! Size 7 footfall. Haha. Oops, no, book. In the smoking room, wet ashy footprints from size 7 shoes. Now do I have to go and ask everyone what shoe size they wear? Perhaps.
It is not the...
Alright. It is not time to go and visit Watson. Oh, wait. Did I? Okay. Nothing with the umbrella stand. Good. Who would... Why... Wet size 7?
Can I be useful to you?
Thank you.
It was not a... Can I be useful to you?
No.
Thank you for your help.
It was not a problem.
Apparently I can't measure them. Damn. Huh. Okay. Well...
Please, sir, leave me to my sherry. I've already told you
Fine.
What, more questions?
Well, thank you.
It is nothing.
Let's see.
Is there any news?
Thank you very...
I imagine.
I beg
She still needs time to recover from her senses. Oh, excuse me. Ah. I said a thought. What if I need to measure the scuff on the doorway? Okay, it was back here. Through this door. Yes.
The tracer powder is located at 1 meter 65 from the surface. I ask myself, what was Watson doing while I was searching the house? He was supposed to prevent people from leaving by the back entrance.
Aha!
Holmes, the gate.
Yes, the gate. Where'd my mouse pointer go?
I know, Watson,
There.
but it is of no real consequence. To question all these people would be a tiresome activity and would be of no value to this inquiry. Such ordinary inquiries are best left to the police. They have their purposes.
As you like, Holmes.
Now, Watson, to put your mind at rest, I can see that you have done well in my absence by placing the formidable coachman at the gate. I also imagine you have already spoken with Miss Lambert?
Yes, and some other people too.
Hold your report until our return to Baker Street. Meanwhile, be a good man and look to the gate. I must be informed the moment any official arrives. As always, I depend on your able assistance, Watson.
All right. Now, I don't have to talk to him. Okay. Well, what am I doing here then? What am I up to? I'm not going back in, that's for sure. Not talking with this gentleman. Ah. Nope. What is it?
I need some.
Yes, of course I need something. Aha. A cigarette butt. And where's my measure?
It is a size 7.
Ha ha. Of course it is. And oh, what's happening? Ah, they've arrived.
Holmes!
Oh, cutscene.
Good day, Lestrade. Your haste deserves comment. One could say that you were right to hurry here, as this case is one of great complexity and challenge. Do not worry. I think that you will manage to get back to your mother before the dinner hour.
In the name of Devil, Holmes, you go too far. Do you spy on me now? How do you know I've been to my mother's?
Dear Lestrade, it is really quite simple. I must admit my mind has been stimulated by the main course, which would be this unique case. However, I sometimes enjoy a light snack of the details which surround it. Observe, we are in the middle of the countryside, and you have some fresh yellow pollen, but only on your right sleeve. This implies a recent gift of flowers. It is a gallant gesture, but surely a meeting with the fairer of our species would take place in London. Considering the promptness of your arrival, it must have been a bouquet of flowers you took to someone who lives in this area. I presume that you have family living nearby, and I would think only your mother would warrant such an attentive gesture. There is a fresh dab of fat at the corner of your mouth, as well as on the bit of handkerchief visible from your pocket. This is consistent with a recent meal of a big piece of steak. Who would make a policeman swallow such a substantial meal at this hour, and when a crime has been just committed? It could only be a mother thinking about the hard task awaiting her child.
Well, Holmes, when you explain it like that, it really seems quite simple. Good show. What about this Bromsby murder?
A unique case, as I've already noted, but any supposition would be premature until we consider Dr. Watson's report, as well as your own findings. Miss Lavinia has asked that the esteemed Dr. Watson and I give this case our full attention, though I doubt she is aware of all the implications of this case. Lestrade, you can find the victim inside, and I recommend calling upon his solicitor, Mr. Horace Fowlett. Mrs. Hudson is cooking a roast tomorrow at noon. Why don't you be our guest, and we can share our discoveries? What do you think? Watson and I must take our leave, as there's much to be done at Baker Street. Are you coming, Watson? Let us return to Baker Street.
Ah, to Baker Street. 221B.
Everything is well noted. Watson, bravo. All of these elements will be a great help to us. As for myself, I have already told you everything that I know, and I can tell you nothing more until I receive answers to the messages I've sent with Wiggins. Now I must return to my experiments to test my theory regarding the substance I found at the scene of the murder. Meanwhile, I suggest you look through the books in the bookcase. Information that you find there might prove very useful in resolving this case.
Look through the books in the bookcase. As opposed to looking at the books on the floor?
I have to check 3 books on the shelves.
Let's see. This one? Let's see. Book about footprints. We can deduce the height and mass of any individual through a simple examination of their footprints left upon the ground. This is possible even should their stride be often shortened when an individual is moving with great caution to avoid detection, either prior to or immediately after they have committed a crime. This hypothesis corresponds to almost every case. There are some exceptions. False conclusions are possible when the person who left the footprints comes from a region of the world where the morphology, in regards to the feet, is unusual. Consider the Chinese tradition imposed upon females born of noble families. They are compelled by such tradition to have their feet bound and squeezed from a tender age until the day of their wedding. Ballistic science. Thus it is easier to derive information about the author of a revolver shot if we know that they had aimed with great care. The situation is ideal if the shooter was in an enclosed space. Under pressure, a portion of the powder normally adheres to the walls at the level of the shooter's eyes. It is enough to add approximately 15 centimeters to the height of the powder marks to arrive at an approximation of the shooter's stature, accurate to within 1 or 2 centimeters. The study of tobacco. After authorization, this local herb is mixed with tobacco leaves in the manufacture of cigarettes, primarily by the Chirapaqui Company. It is unlikely that this particular blend of tobacco would be found any place other than Brazil, or even outside the Amazonian basin, primarily because the calming effect of this tobacco mixture is a significant cause of industrial and agricultural decline in the production of this tobacco. It is common to encounter a Brazilian peasant who indifferently watches a bird steal the tobacco seeds that he has just planted in the ground. Invariably, you will also observe a small pile of the flaky ash, characteristic of this tobacco, near his feet.
Here is information which could be really helpful in our investigation. These Chirapaqui cigarettes come from Brazil, and they seem to contain narcotic substances. What
might they be?
What indeed?
I need to analyze the evidence found at Sherringford Hall. A piece of white cloth, a small box, various powders, and finally the hair. Let's get to work. I need to analyze the evidence found at Sherringford Hall. A piece of white cloth, a small box.
All right. So let's start with...
Let's examine it under the microscope. A man's hair.
All right.
Let's examine it under the microscope. A light feminine perfume.
Aha.
Let's examine it under the microscope. 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 What would be the reaction if I heated this powder? Burnt gunpowder.
Interesting.
Let me study this more closely.
Oop. Where do I put it? All right.
Let's examine it.
I'm trying.
Let's examine it.
Do we find... I put it on the microscope game. What more do you want from me? Fine.
To analyze the nature of these stains, I must first soak the cloth in a solution of soap and water.
All right. Soap.
To analyze the nature of these stains, I must... To analyze the nature...
What am I... Oh. Soap. Water. Ah, there we go.
To analyze the nature of...
Yes.
Now I shall place this cloth in the solvent.
Solvent. In here? No.
Now I shall place this cloth in...
Solvent. Not in there. Then where?
Now I shall place it... The stains are sticky, but not very oily.
Aha!
Let's examine it under the microscope. A very fine white cotton.
Okay.
Let me study this more closely. A box containing some white powder.
Okay.
Let's examine it under the microscope.
Here we go.
These powders are similar. I can see it from the grains.
Aha! So now what do I do with it?
What would be the reaction if I heated this powder? It has no effect.
It has no effect.
Let's mix some water with this powder.
All right.
Let's mix a glue or pasty substance, like starch.
Aha! Ah, Crab, you're finished. Very good.
It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings.
Your 2-hour recording turned into an hour and 9-minute episode. Wow. That's a lot of cutting, Crab.
The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Okay. Wait, quiz. What? Ah, okay. To answer a question, first choose yes or no by clicking on it. Then browse your testimonies, reports, and documents on the left page to find one that contains the justification to the answer. Click your decided answer to select it. Then click on the appropriate frame on the quiz page to place your answer. Once you have answered all the questions, close the notebook. You will be informed if your replies are correct or if there is a mistake. If the latter occurs, open the notebook again to rectify your answers. Question 1. Do we have an idea of the weapon used for the crime? Yes. Where was it? Colonel Patterson said that he heard the type of weapon used. Now what do I do? Click your decided answer, select it, and then click on the appropriate frame on the quiz page to place your answer. Okay, once you have answered all the questions... 2. Could the murderer escape through the stairs going to the second floor? Could the murderer escape to the stairs going to the second floor? I don't remember anyone talking about the second floor. Huh. Well, I'm gonna answer no. And I'm gonna use Mary being there. Question 3. The ashes found in the smoking room are from English cigarettes. No. Where is study of tobacco? And what was it? The corridor, the staircase room. There's a trace in the staircase room, in the ballroom, in the corridor. Let's see, there's a trace of sauce. Tickets considered its size. Traces of sauce. And there seems to be a sauce. The ballroom handle, the door's bent down. Where's it? Blue tablecloths in the kitchen. In the corridor, powdery residue. No. Smoking room. White ashy footprints. Oh, there should be another in the smoking room. I found the ashes. In the garden, in the corridor. Red hairs. In the corridor, piece of dry cloth in the ballroom. Powder found in the corridor of the kitchen is no doubt gunpowder. Rice powder, very potent. Okay. Corridor of the kitchen is no gunpowder. In the ballroom, found a piece of cloth. Piece of dirty cloth. In the corner of the stairs is powder fountain. He matches the powder found in the ladies' room and the small fountain in the table. Rice powder. Really now? Okay, in the corner of the stairs is a trace of sauce and handle. In the staircase room, there seems to be sauce found in the rag that matches what was found in the door handles. In the ballroom, the handle leading to the kitchen corridors, which was down in the corridor of the kitchen. There's a smell of gunpowder. The corridor of the kitchen, in the corridor of the stairs, in the corridor of the kitchen, in the staircase room, in the kitchen, in the ladies' room, in the smoking room, in the corridor to the kitchen, in the garden outside, in the garden outside, in the corridor to the kitchen, red hairs found in the wash basin, powder found in the corridor to the kitchen, in the ballroom, piece of fine cloth, piece of dirty cloth found in the ballroom, in the corridor to the stairs, powder found here, which is the powder found in the ladies' room, and then this rice powder. Where's my ash? I studied it. Is it going to be the ashy footprints? Yeah, I'm just going to use the footprints. Question 4. Was the side door going to the kitchen? Was the side door going to the kitchen open after the shot? The side door, yes. Because the guy in the kitchen heard someone come through. Did Miss Lambert choose tablecloths and arrange the tables? No. Oh, who told me about this? It was... Yes. 2 different people told me of the Frenchmen. Okay, so I think it's going to be Carl. And who else mentioned that it was the Frenchman? Miss Lambert. Question 6. This is a long quiz. Do we have an idea of the murderer's height? Yes. From ballistic science and where was this? Trace of sauce. Seems to be sauce. Handle. Corner of the kitchen. Corner of the kitchen, a large black cloth. In the corner of the stairs was his handmaids on the floor. In the corner of the kitchen, there's a trace of sauce. In the staircase room, blue tablecloths. In the kitchen, in the ladies, in the smoking. In the corner of the kitchen, powder residue found on the door frame. Haha. Question 7. Among the interrogated people, did any others than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? Did any others than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? That's interesting. None of these seem to fit this quiz, though. Among the interviewed people, any other than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? I don't recall. Colonel Patterson. Anything else? Let's see. Yes, I find I can offer much of the questions about sound. I tell you from all the applause, the old palms being arrived from the right, for the sound carried. The other crows have been potted in that direction. I will add that if Lieutenant Henry says he saw a flea dancing with a fly in the place, you may trust it. Well, I will input the Colonel's response here, but I don't have one for here. And 7 seems to be the final. Alright.
We must have made an error, Watson. Let's check our answers.
Crap.
The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Oh. Do we have an idea of the weapon used in the crime? Yes. The Colonel says he knows what type of gun it was. I mean, I'm tending to believe him on that one. But is there anything else? Where's the bullet? Still in his body. The shot. Did you hear anything particular? The shot. Just on my work. Major presence. Lieutenant shot. Where were you at the moment of the shooting? I was near the speaking Colonel. Alright, I'm gonna keep that one. Could the murderer escape through the stairs going to the second floor? No. Whoops. Because Mary. Did you hear the shot? Did you player? What happened to this carpet? Did you hear the well-done interception? Yes, I went there once to empty a bucket, but that was before the dreadful shooting happened. Only once. Frenchman. Did you observe anyone pass through this way after the shot was fired? No. No one has come this way. Not from the moment I returned after emptying my bucket, and the whole time I've been cleaning. I only saw Scott, who was in the ballroom. He half opened the door to tell me the news. Okay, so that one's gotta be right. 3. The ashes found in the smoking room are from English cigarettes. Where's my study of tobacco? Make sure I read that correctly. Looks like these in the picture. Cigarettes related by a company is unlikely. The blend tobacco will be found any other place than Brazil or even outside of the basin. They're Brazilian cigarette, yes?
We must have made an error, Watson. The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
This doesn't quite fit. The problem is I don't really have... Alright, so in the corridor stairs, trace of sauce. There seems to be sauce. Why there's so much sauce. In the ballroom, the handle to the door leading to the kitchen corridor is twisted down. In the corridor of the kitchen, there's a smell of gunpowder. In the corridor of the kitchen, there's a large black cloth found on the sides, contained in a nook. In the corridor of the stairs, was the sandwich on the floor. In it were the train and boat tickets from Geneva to London, her passport, and a revolver. In the corridor of the kitchen, there is a trace of sauce on another handle. In the staircase, the room blue tablecloths you found in the drawer. They're shorter than the white ones found in the ballroom. Which I just realized means that they're longer to hide the bottom of the table, which means that whoever shot him might have been underneath the table or ducked under it. In the kitchen, near the dustbin, someone has lost an interesting button. The lady's traces around outside white. In the smoking room, white ashy footprints, sets of 7 shoes. In the corner of the kitchen, powdery residue found on the door frame leading to the ballroom. In the garden outside, the service door, cigarette butt with white pink ashes. The name is only partially visible. Chair. Ah. Is this it? In the corridor, the back found for chairs only. Oily, maybe due to the use of brilliantine, half of them in. Red hair is found in the wash basin. There's rice powder. Very pulverant, resembles from the far gunpowder, but not offensive at all. Cloud could have used due to the quantity concealed present of the gunpowder. Go upstairs, powder found here matches the powder found in the ladies' room. Piece of dirty cloth found in the ballroom. Piece of fine cotton cloth. This is the characteristics of an army officer glove. It was soluble and no stained, resulting from contact with some dirty object. Powder found in the corner of the kitchen is no doubt gunpowder. Perhaps I should try this one here instead?
We must have made an...
Damn.
The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence or testimony.
Alright. Among the interrogated people, did any others than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? All I have is the ballistic science, the study of tobacco, and this photo of a young girl, which doesn't have anything to do with bad eyesight from what I can tell. The height, derived information about the author, they're all shot. Study of tobacco. Oh, maybe because I didn't answer?
We must have made an error, Watson. Let's check our answer. The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
What if I say yes and put this here?
We must have made an error.
Ugh.
The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence.
How do I clear an entry? Ballistic science, maybe?
We must have made an error, Watson. The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the... We must have made... The question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Well, this is frustrating. Do you have an idea of the weapon used in the crime? Maybe the colonel isn't good enough evidence? The problem is that nobody... No. Oh, no. Oh, excuse me. No. 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 This has to be the only... Unless it's a no.
We must have made... The questions should be answered yet.
Let's say yes, I'm going to leave this. Could the murderer escape through the stairs? No, because Mary. The ashes found in the smoking room were from English cigarettes. Study of tobacco. I mean, this is really all it could be. Okay, let me reread this. After authorization, this local herb is mixed with tobacco leaves in the manufacture of cigarettes primarily by the Chirapaqui Company. It is unlikely that this particular blend of tobacco would be found any other place than Brazil or even outside the Amazonian basin, primarily because the calming effect of the tobacco mixture is a significant cause of industrial and agricultural decline in the production of this tobacco. It is common to encounter a Brazilian peasant who indifferently watches a bird steal the tobacco seeds. Yes, so... Ashes found in the smoking room are from English cigarettes. No. Study of tobacco. And... There's no other... There's nothing else that fits here. Let's see. Powdery residue, smoking room, kitchen, someone has lost an interesting button. The only thing I think of is that it might be this, but that doesn't make any sense either. Tablecloths, traces of sauce, handbag found on the floor, kitchen, large black cloth behind the statue. Kitchen, there's a smell of gunpowder. The handle leading to the kitchen is twisted down. In the staircase room, it seems that the sauce found on the register matches what was found on the door handles. In the corridor to the stairs is a trace of sauce on the handle. Was the side door into the kitchen opened after the shot? The side door going to the kitchen open after the shot? Yes, because the chef said that someone else came into the kitchen. Where was it? Okay, this makes some noise, doesn't it? At least we know when somebody closes it. I was in the cell and I heard the lid closing a little before that. What you said was the shot. I heard it again right after, but that surely must have been Mary, our maid. Okay, so I'm not gonna change this one. Did Miss Lambert choose tablecloths and arrange tables? No. Do we have an idea of the murderer's height? Yes. These two. One of the entertained people did any other. Ah.
We must have made an error, Watson. Let's check our answers.
Oh, I am stumped. Can I do anything else? would seem not. Great.
The
Well,
question should be answered yes or no, and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
well, shice. I suppose I'm screwed. Okay, so what are we missing? I think I'm going to cheat. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Hmm. Well, this game's a bit old. It's hard to find anything that's helpful. Ah. Okay, here we go. I'm a horrible cheater. I don't care. Yes, Colonel Patterson. No, Mary. No. The cigarette butt study. The cigarette butt and the study of tobacco. Okay. 4. No. And the answer is, I think this is going to be the one that we messed up on. Salenwaith.
We must have made an...
Alright, it's not the only one I got
question
wrong.
should be answered yes or...
Fair enough. Question 5. No. Carl and Miss Lambert. Question 6. Yes. Corridor to the kitchen. Gunpowder mark. Yes. And ballistic science. Okay. And then 7. Yes. Ah. Here's where I got wrong. It's Miss Lambert. And the guest... I don't have the guest list. Oh, it's up here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ha ha ha.
It is simplicity itself, Watson.
Oh,
You've
God,
answered
that was
all
way
the
too hard.
questions.
This game actually wants me to think. Oh. That man just walked through that carriage. They didn't do a very good job.
My
of
dear
lining things
Lestrade,
up.
I congratulate
Wow,
you
that's
on the
loud.
precise quality of your notes. It is true that you have missed everything of importance, but you have spared me the trouble of eliminating the trifles and pointed me in the right direction. Ah, I hear familiar steps on the street.
Rob, he's a ghost. He is.
Please be seated, Watson. You must be famished. Lestrade was kind enough to bring a copy of his notes, hoping it would be of assistance in this affair.
Indeed.
You can study them now and enjoy your meal. Please take your time, Watson, because bad digestion weakens our ability to reason.
Remember that,
Holmes,
everyone.
you will get no argument from me, as this dish is delicious.
We will go to Sherringford Hall with Lestrade when you're finished with your meal.
I must read the documents Holmes gave me.
Look at this. He's clipping into the thing now. Okay, you must read the documents that Holmes gave you. Oh. Really? Alright, here we go. Some reading. Report by Inspector Lestrange, 14th of October, 1897. Instrument of crime. The bullet extracted from the corpse of the victim corresponds to the caliber of the revolver found in Miss Latvia Bromsby's purse. This purse, found on the floor, was near the door from which Miss Latvia Bromsby first appeared after the mortal shot was fired. All of the witnesses agree that the sound of the shot originated at or near this very same doorway. The revolver is an old, small-bore Wright, which is also a highly reliable weapon. This would explain why the only shot fired was mortal, despite a distance of several dozen feet and a different angle. Miss Latvia claims that the victim personally gave her this revolver before the crime for the purpose of her protection against some unnamed threat. This account can be supported by the fact that these models are impossible to find on the continent where Miss Latvia was spent these last years. Premeditation can be excluded if she is found to be the murderer. The motive. Report by Inspector Lestrade, 14th of October, 1897. The motive. The victim, even if he had few or even no friends, still might not have enemies capable of committing this act. His strong unpopularity among his domestics was compensated by the attractive wages he paid them. His business partner spoke of him as a tough but fair player, according to the criterions of this environment. The fact that he spent long years in India and was solely devoted to his business precludes any crime of jealousy or passion. Finally, the modus operandi doesn't correspond to the typical revenge killing by this or that Hindu sect. Through these things do happen. The motive then must apply to his holdings or something quite personal. Another line of reasoning that points to Miss Lavinia Bromsby. According to H. Grimble, the partner of Sir Bromsby, Her relationship with her father had become so strange that Sir Bromsby visited his daughter only once during these past 6 years. A local constable must contact Mr. H. Fowlett, the attorney of Sir Bromsby, in order to recover the essential parts of his last will and testament, if it exists. The development of the crime. Report by Inspector Lestrade, 14th of October, 1887. The development. With regard to the distance and the angle of shooting, it would be reasonable to suppose that only an expert marksman could have succeeded in making such a shot. But the factor of probability still exists and admits other possibilities. The testimony of the group of cabmen who were in the ideal place to have observed such matters saw no one leave through the service door after the shooting, and up until the time when one of the domestics locked it from the outside. All the windows are equipped with thick bars, and the fortuitous presence of the maid at the stairwell indicates that no one ascended to that floor. The testimony of Miss Lambert, the governess, indicates that she noticed only 2 people absent from the ballroom during Sir Bromsley's arrival. Mr. Horace Fowlett, the victim's attorney, and Miss Latavina Bromsley. The domestics had been specifically instructed that all the guests were to be present during Sir Bromsley's entrance. I have been persuaded by all accounts that anyone who had left the ballroom had returned before Sir Bromley's entrance. Since Horace Fowlett hasn't gone through the gates of mansion of Sherringford Hall, the only person whose movements were unaccounted for at the time of the shooting were Miss Lavina Bromsley. The chivalrous testimony of a young infantry officer who has confirmed that he saw her standing at the threshold of the door can be the only reason for not charging her with the murder. As Miss Bromsley was in a state of deep shock last evening, according to the local doctor who examined her, her interview was delayed until today. How convenient. Scotland Yard report. General information about the man called Sir Melvyn Bromsby. No affiliated involvement as a defendant in any criminal or civil matter. No appearance as a witness in a criminal or civil law case. Complainant as to a robbery committed at a fair stand in St. Bartholomew on July 1861. Judgment of the court was favorable for the Crown. And Melvyn Bromsley. Dear Sherlock, here is all the information that we know about the late Sir Melvyn Bromsley. Born in 1842 in Stratfordshire of a modest family, he finished his studies of architecture and civil engineering owing to the scholarship and financial assistance of his elder sister, who owned a florist shop. After he was awarded his diploma, he was employed by a small firm, which he later left for a large enterprise, the Salinger Company. In 1872, he was sent to India to assist in the construction of the bridge for the army. At the end of this project in 1874, he left his position with Salinger and founded his own enterprise in Bombay. At that same time, he courted Carlotta Campbell, the second daughter of Colonel Campbell, OBE, commander-in-chief of an important local garrison. The military appointed Bromsley's straightforwardness and business acumen. Thus, the army entrusted him with many contracts for constructing barracks and other types of work. In 1877, he was married to Carlotta. His business flourished, and he hired a young accountant, Mr. Grimble, who later became Bromsley's personal assistant. An ideal candidate for the position, Grimble excelled at his various administrative tasks, so Bromsley's business has continued to prosper over the years. In 1879, Carlotta Bromsley Campbell died, giving birth to their daughter, Latvinia. Bromsley's business enjoys great success. However, the fact that he has been awarded nearly all of the Army's civilian contracts has aroused the jealousy and suspicion of other British businessmen in India. It has been rumored that he gained his fortune through the exploitation of his Indian laborers and British workmen, poor working conditions, and miserable wages. In 1884, upon learning of the death of his elder sister, he decided to return home and prepare the transfer of his business interests to England. He also invested his money in several cement factories, which permitted him to reduce his costs further and thus increase his profits. In 1891, he sent his daughter to study at a finishing school near St. Moritz in Switzerland. She has just returned to England several days ago. He was awarded a knighthood in 1892. There are several cases where his name has been mentioned because of the suggested fraud with his contracts, and ill usage of convict labor at his factories. Such practices are common in London business circles, and his wealth allowed him to avoid scrutiny by the courts. Thus, when his behavior is weighed within the current climate of commercial morality, he is neither angel nor demon. Assuming his business assets are included, his current fortune would be measured in the tens of thousands of pounds. That would make him one of the wealthiest contractors in Britain. I wish you good luck in this case. Alright. That's everything? Yes? So, now what? Can we go? I think we can go. Did I not read everything? What's the next step, game? Oops. No, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Interesting. I don't think the strangers are supposed to still be there. Well, isn't this just a right predicament? Where am I off to then, game? I see nothing else in here to read. The crime. This one. Oh, I missed the crime. A report on the investigation in the case of Sherringford Hall Inspector in charge Lestrade. 14th of October 1987. Before 11 o'clock in the evening, Sir Melvyn Bromsby, engineer, architect, and contractor of renown, was slain by a single gun shot in his mansion, Sherringford Hall. The crime, the author of which is still undetermined, took place in the ballroom during the reception arranged by the victim to honor his daughter's return to England. She has spent the last several years at finishing school on the continent. Despite the presence of 100 witnesses, no precise testimony was obtained regarding the exact circumstances of this horrific act. Nevertheless, based upon certain evidences, there is a presumption of suspicion towards the daughter of the victim, Miss Lavinia Bromsby.
All this is very interesting.
Oh, yes.
According to the evidence, it seems that the shooter was not in the ballroom or the corridor. Where was he then?
Are you finished, Watson? Shall we go? Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
To the hall.
Cabby!
Cabby? She's flirting. There, that's a bit better.
Sirs, please, go right in. Please wait here, gentlemen. I will see if Miss Lavinia is receiving callers. She's in her room.
All right. Let's save. And now we shall talk with this man.
Well, Mr. Grimble, I didn't expect to see you here at this hour.
I am worried about Miss Lavinia, needless to say. I also thought I might learn something of interest about the investigation. This difficulty, if it persists, can do great harm to the business.
Sir Bromsby and Miss Lavinia had rather strained relations, it seems.
Well, Sir Bromsby and Miss Lavinia have never got on very well. Of late, their distance had grown due to the influence of several incidents.
Ah, what incidents?
What sort of incidents, precisely?
I do remember one instance in India, where Sir Bromsby attacked a friend of Miss Lavinia. He was our native cartman's son. It seems he spilled a jug full of water that was intended for Sir Bromsby to wash his face. Bromsby began cursing and thrashing the boy before his daughter's very eyes.
Oof.
Miss Lavinia took her friend's part and spoke to her father most rudely.
The devil, you say? What occurred next?
There is no one in the whole of India who would have dared address Sir Bromsby in such a manner. He stayed closeted in his office for the entire day. The next day, he fired the carter. But despite these incidents, I am still sure that Miss Lavinia sincerely loved her father.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
All right, as you wish. I shall remain here.
I can go through this door?
I have to leave you, sirs. I need to verify certain things.
Haha, and I'm off.
The more we consider the facts of this affair, the more mysterious it becomes.
The important thing is to be precise and rigorous in your analysis. But at Scotland Yard, we know this well. Reminds me a bit of bad business I resolved. I believe it involved a theft of sticks from a polo team.
I have myself engaged in this sport but a few years ago.
Really?
Do you enjoy the sport of polo, Mr. Grimble? No. You cannot imagine the benefits of this sport. To achieve perfect form and union, man with horse.
Oh, yes.
A little like the waltz, eh?
Exactly. Except that with this sport, mounting is at full speed, which complicates things singularly. I don't follow you.
The team from Brixton, in my opinion, is the finest example of how polo should be played.
Perhaps they may well be. But what would you say about that last match of the Old Goats Rangers?
They were absolutely splendid. But what of the Brixton team?
Oh boy.
Weren't they the cause of some ruckus about a matter of corruption?
All right then. Well, I may as well start here. Indubitably,
may I come in?
indeed.
Well, oh, take that!
Pardon me. It is already quite dead, you know.
Oh, you frighten me. I have a case of the nerves, you understand. I cannot find my bottles.
Bottles?
On the table.
No, not those. That is a poor vintage. The 2 bottles that the old crap, God rest his soul, ordered up from London for the party. Both were 18-year-old whiskey, perfect for the digestion and the heart's sorrows.
And who could have taken them?
I'm sure that the barman from Hertford stumbled them. Who else would know to take those particular bottles over the others?
Aha!
Very good. I will leave you to your chicken then.
That's it.
Have fun slaughtering the chicken. Okay, so there's some missing alcohol. I don't think I really care, but we'll keep it in mind. And then was there... Okay, that's just the door out. Gotcha. Let's go up here. Check this room once more. Aha!
To whom does this belong?
Some gloves. Interesting. Anything new in here? No. No. Holmes, just walk through the scene, would you? Okay, got everything in here. Now, down here. I hear the ticking of a clock, but I don't see one.
A handbag of Lavinia Bromsby. I do not favour ransacking a lady's personal property, but I think she will be understanding.
And if not, oh well.
A programme for the London Opera.
Oh.
A programme for the London Opera.
Interesting. Dear Miss Lavinia, excuse my boldness and do believe in my most sincere condolences and honorable affections in this terrible time. I cannot excuse myself if I allow you to face all of this on your own. I ordered my valet to move my possessions to the Queen's Army, which is the nearest inn to Sherringford Hall. I would be greatly honored if you could allow me to make myself useful to you. At my new lodgings, I am but a few minutes away, should you require my assistance. I took care to forget my gloves at your mansion so that my visit to call on you would not invite any undue speculation or gossip. Sincerely and eternally yours, Lieutenant Harrington. He's a louse. And then... okay. Let's see the... interesting. Okay. Work on French. Nothing new over here. Now, back through here. The stain is cleared up. No, I want to this door. This one. Thank you.
Closed.
Closed?
Closed.
How dare they? Alright, let's go back into the hole then. Oh, look at me. I'm floating over here.
I feel quite ready to answer your questions now, Mr. Holmes. Yesterday I was not in my right senses. I do want to encourage you on the sound advice of Mr. Grimble. He explained to me that everything my father built during his entire life may collapse unless this gossip ceases and this matter is resolved. Do you agree, Mr. Holmes?
Whatever the truth is, I will reveal it.
Yes, yes. Shot.
First of all, it is necessary for me to know your acts and your movements during this unfortunate event.
First I attended my appearance in the powder room. Then, as my father requested, I was standing quietly just inside the ballroom. I powdered my face one last time, while everyone, including myself, was watching my father. Suddenly, I heard this noise from behind me, and then I saw my father stagger and fall. Oh, my dear Lord. So I ran to his side and found that he was dead.
I see. A strained relationship.
What was your relationship with your father?
We barely saw or even wrote to one another for 6 years. But the father that met me upon my return was not the man I remembered. Something in his eyes had changed. There was a wariness there, and perhaps even some unexplained anxiety.
And the
Forgive me,
lieutenant.
but it seems Lieutenant Harrington has made himself responsible for your care.
Oh, he has proved himself to be most gallant and considerate. I have no friends here, other than Mr. Grimble. Mr. Harrington neither requested nor expected any recognition for his kind interventions and was most attentive yesterday evening.
Aha.
Thank you for answering my questions, miss.
Oh, it is me who should be thanking you.
As I mentioned to you before, if this investigation is to proceed properly, it'll be necessary to examine your father's personal documents. May we see his office? I suppose Sir Bromsby kept his papers in this drawer.
Watch out!
Good God!
It must be one of Fowlett's inventions. Sir Bromsby mentioned he had asked his lawyer to devise security measures to protect his private documentation. I remember now that Fowlett has a unique passion for mechanizations and automatons. I had no idea what kind of devices he had created.
Inspector Lestrade, I give you leave to tend to your appearance. I doubt you can return to the yard in such disrepair. I will now examine this room according to my methods.
Yeah, but not blowing up half the evidence in a drawer. Oh, okay, there's nothing else there then. Aha. Oh, whose hand is this with this very obvious ring on it, I wonder?
I need something. A Masonic symbol, no doubt.
Ooh, Mason.
It is the pieces of the English edition of the Indian newspaper.
Interesting. Letter from Fowlett to Bromsby. My dear friend, I would not miss this reception at any cost. I cannot help but envision the sights of Miss Lavinia's eyes when you make your announcement. Fear not, I have not received any bad news from my friend, the customs official. I will see you then, on the day after tomorrow, your friend, Horace Fowlett. P.S. This book will certainly help you to understand my preferences in art that you found so debatable during your last visit. One more challenge. Piece of book. Translated from French. Jean de Fa. Piece of a newspaper. The Bomb 21/9/96. And the burnt paper with a code. Remember, I still have the original of the puzzle concerning the code in my 55 is the number to be found by adding. Interesting. Anything else?
The young Lavinia, with her grandfather, no doubt.
Aha! A young Lavinia. Can you see that picture? So, she was taught how to fire a weapon at a very young age. That does not bode well for her alibi.
A page from this book has been marked. Let's examine it.
Ah, yes. The first examples of this art from now on, named crude-colored woodcuts, date back to the first decade of the Middle Ages. At this time, there was neither any artistic nor rationale for hiding one picture inside another. The motivations were sometimes subversive, because certain subjects were forbidden to be artistically represented. Today, this technique is rarely used, and the great majority of crude-colored woodcuts concealed only animals or joyful personages in Baroque landscapes. Interesting. And I think... yes, I think that's it for this scene. Anything... ooh, what's this? It's a rather large portrait of the man.
A remarkable portrait of the late Sir Bromsby.
Aha!
Ideal spot for a hiding place.
Of course it is.
Obviously impossible.
What do you mean, obviously
Obviously
impossible? Interesting. Can't go through this door? Why not? Wait, doesn't see if there's anything on the bookshelf.
Let us see whether we can find other evidence.
Well, unless you know the code, Holmes. Let's...
Obviously impossible.
Well, there's nothing I can do, it seems. No. Definitely seems to be everything there. Aha!
This bridge is quite impressive. It must have been a considerable undertaking.
Very impressive. Alright, surely that's everything. Yeah.
Look here. This message just came for me. 2 days ago, Mr. Horace Fowlett was seen leaving for the North Country. The constable for the town of Flatton, where the solicitor resides, obtained this information from Fowlett's neighbours.
I have a bad feeling about this, Watson. What would you say to a short jaunt to Flatton to finish off our day?
No objection at all, Holmes.
A short jaunt. Wow, that's a ways away.
Cabby?
Yes, cabby.
Hello, gentlemen. Constable Fletcher here.
Good day, Constable. Can you help us?
Yes, Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard wired me about your arrival and instructed me to do as I would with the inspector himself.
Would you be so good to take us to the neighbours who spoke of that night?
Come with me.
All right.
Here we are.
Excellent.
Graham, this is a detective from London. He would like to hear what Mr. Fowlett told you that night.
Absent.
So Mr. Fowlett left?
Yes, he made his departure the day before yesterday, in the night. Not that this is the first time he's behaved in such a way. Anyway, he's not like others, and it didn't seem odd to see him leave at that hour, despite the heavy downpour.
Horace.
And how is he, this Fowlett?
I'd call him an eccentric, you see. Not that I have anything bad to say about the man. His place is full of baubles with springs and mechanisms. There have been explosions. Yes, upon my word, explosions. But the next morning, there he'd be, always ready to wish me a good day.
Depart?
Did you actually see him depart?
Well, a shutter on the barn had come loose and was beating about in the wind. I went out to set it straight in that moonless night. Then there he was. I saw him leaving. I shouted out, "Hey there, Mr. Fowlett!" He waved and shouted something about leaving for the north for a fortnight.
Do
Destination?
you know where he went?
I couldn't quite make him out with all the wind and rain, but it seemed to me he left on some business matter. I think a fellow came to talk to him about something.
Interesting.
Well, it may be nothing, but if you think that the things he has in there might explode, you should better go and check.
Entrance.
Do you know a way into Fowlett's house?
Here's the key to the door that he left with my wife. If you don't mind, I won't accompany you. I prefer to remain alive and in good health a good bit longer.
Haha. A fellow.
You say he had a visitor?
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me I saw someone at his place at nightfall. But people often visited old Fowlet at odd times. Fellows who brought him pieces of I don't know what for his contraptions. There was also a friend who often came by. I think his name was Sir Glumsby or Flomsby. But it couldn't have been him, because he's much taller than the chap I saw.
Good. I will go see what I can find. Wait for me here.
As you wish.
You can go back to hoeing your garden, I suppose. Oh.
Yes, Mr. Holmes?
Constable Fletcher, I must ask that you allow me to enter alone. Do you agree?
Hello, Jactis.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
And now, Watson, if you could be so kind to return to the station and speak with the station master. Question him until you are satisfied that you have a detailed description of the party who took the last train to the north 2 days ago.
My pleasure.
As soon as you're done, please return here. Keep close watch, for I may need your assistance inside. Wait for us.
All right.
All right.
Close.
Of course it is.
My word, I can't see anything.
Oh, jeez. What's this? Oh, my.
Ah, Fowlet liked his jests.
Ah, matchbox. Good. Is there a lantern I can light? Ah, here we are.
I need to be cautious. These items may contain traps, such as those found in Bromsby's office.
Oh, thrilling.
Size 6.
Well, those weren't his footprints at the crime scene then.
I need some.
I need something.
I need something.
I need something.
I need.
What do you need? Oh, tape measure, sorry.
It is a size 7.
Aha! So there are size 7 footfalls here. Interesting. Books.
These books warrant a closer look.
And let's see what we got. Poetry. Translated from French. Jean de La Fontaine Fables. The Villager and the Serpent. Aesop tells of a peasant charitable, but not too wise. One winter's day was travelling around the land he lended. He saw a serpent stretched out in the snow, cold and frozen, paralyzed, having little time to live. The villager took him home, and without considering the cost of such an action, laid him out before the fire, warmed him and revived him. The frozen serpent began to sense the warmth, which revived his soul, as well as his evil nature. He lifted his head a bit and whistled, coiled his body, and then struck against his benefactor, his saviour and his father. "Ingrate," said the peasant, is thus you repay me? You will die." And with these words, in righteous rage, he took a knife and sliced the beast, making 3 serpents with 2 cuts, a trunk, a head, and a tail. The evil one tried to rejoin himself, but it was to no avail. Charity is a virtue, but be careful towards whom. There's no point showing it to ingrates who steal their own doom. Interesting.
A pheasant and a serpent. The very symbols found on Sir Bromsby's speech.
Pheasant? Peasant! A door and a door. Let's try this one first. kitchen. Ah. Broken bottle.
Gin.
Gin.
Blood.
Blood. Gin and blood.
Gin. Blood. Gin. Blood.
Okay, so. Let's see here.
Gin.
Yes, gin and blood, Holmes. What's this?
I need something.
I need something.
White flaky ash.
Ah. More of the same ash. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright. I'm just going to ignore the broken bottle on the floor. Fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's try this door.
I can see a faint gleam.
Indeed.
I need
something.
Ah, now I see better.
Is that a bloody cloth?
The blood was cleansed with this mop.
Aha.
The blood was cleansed with this...
Alright, I gotcha. Let's try this first door.
Closed.
Closed. Fine. Let's try this door. Oh my. What is this?
An automatic shoe brush. What an inventor this Fowlett is.
Huh. Aha. Oh, is it a code? Most likely. We'll come back to that in a moment. What's this?
Fowlett created this device to most likely perfect his invention. Fowlett created this...
A drill, a saw, a magnifying glass, and an empty arm. And a lantern here.
Fowlett created this Fowlett created this device.
Alright. What the?
Very interesting.
Is somebody trying to jimmy open the window?
I need something.
I need something.
I need something.
Ah, he needs something.
I need something.
It's a safe. Oh, I see. It's a safe.
I need...
Yes, I need the safe key. I got you. Which I imagine I get from this. But as yet, I don't know how to get into that.
There is Fowlett. He is not tall and appears to be quite obese.
Indeed. Aha. Wash basin?
Greasy substance. Very interesting.
Yes, quite. Alright. There must be.
Fowlett created...
Okay. Fowlett. Where is it? I don't know what to do. What's the number? 63147 853 blank 766928. Okay. Um 85337666928. I have nothing to base putting these pieces in on other than alternating color. A brown piece, a white piece, a brown piece, a white piece, so on and so forth. Eight, 5, 3, 1, 4, 7. I don't know what to do with this. Let's see.
Fowlet created this device to most likely perfect his invention.
Alright, I got it. Can't look at any of this. Really? Frustrating.
Closed.
The key will work on this door.
Closed.
No, it won't. Well. No other books on the shelf to look at. In the kitchen.
What an odd house.
What the? What's with the clown? Okay.
I need a token to play this automaton.
A token? Okay. How the hell do I get a token? Aha, what's this? Oh my goodness.
Look, what's this?
That's exactly what I was just asking, Holmes. A wooden toy. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Holmes?
Wait for us.
All right.
Did you learn anything?
Good.
As you...
Ha. Well then. I am stumped. And... can I go around the back of the house? Ah, yes.
I need something. I need some. Footsteps, size 10.
Size 10? Interesting. Alright. There we go. Very interesting. It's... there's a roof. There's a ladder on the roof. Well...
Closed.
No. I can't go down this corridor.
Closed.
Alright, well. I'm at a little bit of a loss again. Probably need to read up on... oh, wait, what's this?
These certificates come from different places. He must have traveled a great deal, particularly in South America.
What certificates are they, then? I didn't get entries for them. Unfortunate. Well, I don't know if it's time to go back to Baker Street yet or not. Perhaps, though, it is time.
I need more information.
Okay. Alright, well, I don't know how to solve that puzzle yet. There's a clue here somewhere, I'm sure. Just don't know where exactly. So, let's save progress. And I'm actually going to stop it here for today. Yeah, we made pretty good progress. This is definitely an old school point and click adventure game, so it's a little less hand-holdy than some more modern games might be. So next Sunday we'll pick it back up right here, and hopefully I can either figure out something in this house or switch over as Watson and see if maybe he's having any luck at the train station questioning the station master. So thank you again to everyone that showed up. Thanks to Infected Storm for all those bits earlier. It was much appreciated. And I will be back tomorrow evening with some more Doom Eternal. Crob, you believe in me? Yeah. I mean, we've only had to cheat so far once so far, Crob. That's not so bad considering. So, but I will solve the case of the silver earring. But yes, more Doom Eternal tomorrow, and then on Thursday I will be starting the Batman Telltale games. So, Batman Telltale series on Thursday evening. So I hope to see you at either Monday, Thursday, or back here next Sunday. And let's see if there is someone I can raid. Let's see. Oh, Sue's playing Stardew Valley. We'll raid Sue. Boop. Alright, everyone. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the future. Otherwise, as always, please stay safe out there.